Practicing this type of parts helps you improve your efficiency in SolidWorks and develop better design skills. When you work on simple and intermediate parts, you are not just modeling geometry. You are training your workflow, your logic, and the way you think as a designer. Over time, this practice makes you faster, more confident, and much more consistent in your results. Whenever we start a new design, the first step is always to select a plane. In most cases, we begin with the front plane because it gives us a clear and logical view of the main shape of the part. Choosing the correct plane from the beginning is very important because it helps avoid errors and unnecessary changes later in the design process. Once the plane is selected, we start creating the sketch line by line. At this stage, dimensions are not important yet. The main goal is to define the shape and understand how the geometry connects. What really matters here is making sure the contour is completely closed because SolidWorks needs a closed sketch to create solid features correctly. After the contour is closed, we move on to adding dimensions. This is where precision becomes important. We carefully add dimensions until every line is fully constrained. You will know the sketch is correct when all the lines turn black. A black sketch means it is fully defined and will not move or change unexpectedly. This is one of the most important habits every SolidWorks user should develop. Once the sketch is fully defined, we apply an extrude operation. With this step, the first solid body of the part is created. This feature becomes the foundation of the entire model, and everything else will be built from it. Now we continue working on the next feature. We select the face or area where the new geometry will be created, start a new sketch, and repeat the same process. We draw the shape, close the contour, add the dimensions, and apply the operation. This repetition is intentional and extremely valuable. It builds muscle memory and helps you understand parametric modeling at a deeper level. This is when many users realize something important. SolidWorks is repetitive, and that repetition is actually one of its greatest strengths. Once you master these basic steps, you can create almost any type of part, no matter how complex it looks. Another essential tool you need to master is the linear pattern feature. Linear patterns allow you to duplicate features quickly and accurately without recreating them manually. This not only saves time, but also keeps your design clean, organized, and easy to modify in the future. It is also important to keep your sketches simple and clean. Avoid adding unnecessary lines or overcomplicating the geometry. A simple sketch is easier to edit, easier to understand, and much more stable when changes are required. For the final details, such as fillets, the process is very simple. You just select the edge, define the radius, and SolidWorks applies the transition automatically. These small details improve both the functionality and the appearance of the part. Mastering these fundamentals is what separates beginners from confident SolidWorks designers. Speed comes naturally with practice, not by rushing or skipping steps. Efficiency is the result of understanding the process. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I invite you to do it now. Here we learn SolidWorks in a clear, practical, and step-by-step way. It's time to work smarter, faster, and design with confidence. See you in the next video.